you're in Oxnard, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. There. Okay. How did it do? Did that fix it?
Yeah.
See? Look at that. Anyone
Thank you.
else need me to fix their Wi-Fi? You're welcome. Anyone else need me to fix their Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
Who said that?
Thank you, Sensei.
Yeah, you're welcome, Lorenzo. You're welcome. Okay, I'm here. All right. And I can go over there. I can go to your guys' houses too and fix it. Would that be weird if I went to your house to go fix your Wi-Fi? I don't know. Maybe you guys can give me some lunch or something. I didn't even eat lunch today. I bet a lot of you didn't eat lunch. You know what I eat for lunch usually? Flaming hot Cheetos and Powerade. That's what I usually eat for lunch. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Flaming hot Cheetos and Powerade. Okay, get ready. We're gonna do roll really quickly here. Here we go. Wait, okay, get ready. We're gonna go fast. Okay, I'm gonna go so fast. Okay, Julissa, are you ready? You're gonna get us started, Julissa. You ready, Julissa?
Yeah.
Okay, Julissa Ponce.
Here.
Samuel Adams. Ayume
Here.
Anderson. Navid Atashbar.
Here.
Cassandra Casillas. Brianna Quinza.
Here.
Nathaniel de Guzman.
Here.
Miley Fisher.
Here.
Aaron Giron. Oh, wait. Yeah, Miley. I said right, Miley? I said right.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
All right. Aaron Giron. Carlos Gomez.
Here.
Billy Gonzalez.
Here.
Brett Hare.
Here.
Lorenzo Lemus. Angel
Here.
Lopez.
Here.
Maya Lopez.
Here.
Linda Lopez Hidalgo.
Here.
Jacob Lucio, or Abraham Lucio.
Here.
Anita Martinez.
Here.
Ethan Montes.
Here.
Emma Montoya.
Here.
Melissa Moreno. Connor Oliso.
Here.
Mara Ortega. Montserrat Pedrosa.
Here.
Ian Ramirez.
Here.
Angel Rojas.
Here.
Thomas Servin. Samantha Velasco.
Here.
Alonzo Vitella.
Here.
Dennis White.
Here.
Elise Williams.
Here.
Okay. All right, here's who I have absent. Ayume Anderson, Cassandra Casillas, Aaron Miguel Giron, Melissa Moreno, Myra Ortega, and Thomas Servin. Ayume
here.
Anderson.
Here.
Cassandra Casillas.
I grew up in America.
Aaron Miguel Giron. Melissa Moreno.
I'm here.
Mara Ortega.
I'm here.
Thomas Servin. All right. So I have Cassandra, Aaron, and Thomas absent. Okay, we got a lot to do today. A lot. You're not even going to believe it. It's a lot. Okay, so let me explain some stuff really quick. I'll be as quick as I can. Okay, so this might feel weird until we get the hang of things. But generally what I do is I do the homework with you guys. Okay, I do the homework with you guys. And as you're doing it, I do like notes, homework combination. Okay, so you get half of the stuff done, half of the homework. I don't do all of it, but we do like about half. So then you just have to do the rest of that. I'm trying to like make it so I try to combine the notes and the homework together so you guys have less homework time. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. Has anyone had a chance to look at the weekly agenda? Raise your hand if you've looked at the weekly agenda for the week. It's okay if you haven't. Okay. So let's look at that together. Now, remember, there's so much stuff in the Canvas that it's like it can get confusing. But to unconfuse, Aaron, stay after class because I have you marked absent. Okay. To get you unconfused, you look at the weekly agenda. All right. So let's look at the weekly agenda together and see what you have to do. And here we go. Okay. Actually, let's figure out where is that weekly agenda. Actually, okay. Hang on a second. Your homework is always going to be the self-practice. I'm writing it in right now. It's self-practice. That's all you have to do. Self-practice and check your understanding, okay? So self-practice and check your understanding. So just make sure you get that. You guys know Thursday is a minimum day? Okay, so anyway, here we go. Do. Okay. All right. So let's go to, where are we going? We're going to Lego Batman. Okay, so let's go in the student view. Lord Business there. And we got to figure out what is, so we look at the weekly agenda to figure out what our assignments are for the week. And you look in the weekly agenda, it says 2.3 self-practice. 1 through 91, every other odd. So there's 91, but we're not doing every single problem. We're doing every other odd. That means you skip an odd, okay? So you do number 1, then the next odd is 3, but you skip it. Then you do 5, then you skip 7, and you do 9, okay? So there's a lot to do, but we do every other odd. And I'm going to do some of the problems with you. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to do about a semester of math in a day today. It's kind of crazy. Actually, we're going to do about 2 weeks of math in a day. So, but anyway, this is all you need to do. You're going to look at all this stuff on your Canvas, and all that needs to be done is this self-practice. That's all you have to do. So let's go back to the Canvas. So you go to your modules. Here we are at the Canvas. There's Lord Business. Go to the modules. Okay. We're at module 2. Okay, module 2. Now you just have to do the self-practice. Look, there's an answer key even. But there's a linear review. You don't need to do it. It's just for your, these are notes. This is for your benefit. Don't have to do that though. Self-practice, that's the thing you have to do. This is the answer key. You don't have to look at that. But that's it for 2.3. Then tomorrow we do 2.4. So linear review, not linear review. We don't want that. We want the self-practice, sorry, which is here. .3 self-practice. So click on that. And then there it is. So everybody get on the self-practice so we're all on the same page. Make sure you're on there on that self-practice. Every other odd, okay? So here we go. And I do my notes here on my camera. So you're going to use my camera. You're going to see, look here. So here's what I need you guys to do. Hello. You guys on that? The self-practice, the linear review. Now, on your composition notebook that you guys are going to have, it needs to be in graph. This homework needs to be on graph paper, okay? So here we go. This is what I want you to write on your page. Write your first name, last name, the date, the period, and the topic The topic is linear review. So make sure you write that right now on your paper. We're just getting every day you got to write this on your assignments. So when I collect it, I can see what you are doing. Man, the wind's going crazy. Okay. So you guys have this all written down? I'm going to get rid of this in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's see how you guys are doing. They're showing? Okay. Alonzo, how are you doing today?
Pretty good, you?
I'm doing great. Awesome. Are you burnt out on the camera? Being on the laptop?
Yeah, my mic doesn't work, so I have to disconnect my headset every time.
No worries, you're doing great, man. Ian, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Are you burnt out yet or not? Are you doing okay? Are you still feeling
I
strong?
am.
I hear you.
I feel
Okay.
kind of burnt out.
Yeah, I hear you guys. This is going to be a terrible day. It's going to be long too, so I'll try to do this quick. It's going to be long, so I'll try to go quick, right? Brett, how are you feeling? You feeling burnt out? Are you okay?
I'm good.
Okay. Brianna, how about you?
I'm good.
All right. Okay, here we go. Let's rock and roll. Let's look at let me get back to presenting. Okay, I'm gonna try to go fast. If I go too fast, let me know, because you're not the only one. I also don't want to go too slow because I know you guys are burnt out. Some of you are burnt out. Some of you are ready to go. I'm just gonna try to go fast because this should be review stuff. If I'm going too fast, let me know. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Remember, we're going to do the problems. I'm doing the homework problems with you. Number 1, find the slope of each line. Okay, so here's my line. Number 1, let's find the slope. Remember, slope, you guys see that? You don't have to draw it out. You don't have to draw it out. Remember, slope is rise over run. So I go from here to here. I want to go up. How do I get from this point to this point? I go up, count the squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I go over 1, 2, 3, 4. So my slope is going to be 9 over 4, right? I have it right here. I go up 9, I go over 4. Slope is rise over run, so it's 9 over 4. That's it. That's all you have to put. You don't have to draw the picture. You just need to put 9 over 4. Are there any questions on that? So you see what I did there? I showed you how to do the problem. It's like your homework, but we did it with notes. I showed you how to do the problem. So make sure you keep this. Obviously, it's in your notebooks, so you're going to be able to get it, right? Okay, so every other odd means we do 1, then we skip 3, and we go to 5. Okay, what's the slope of this? Y equals negative 5x plus 3. Notice this is y equals, this is the problem we're doing here, number 5. If I'm going too fast, let me know. I'm going super fast. Y equals negative 5/4 x plus 3. What is the slope? Well, this is in slope-intercept form. The slope is the number in front of the x. Okay? So, slope is negative 5/4. That's it. Skip 7, do 9. Okay. Find the slope that goes through those 2 points. Number 9, 7, negative 16, and negative 11, 7. Okay, so here's how you figure this out. Stop me if I'm going too fast. Whoa, what just happened? Okay, 17, negative 6. I'm going to do this on a new piece of paper. 17, negative 6. And I have negative 11, comma 7. Okay? So, my slope, here we go. the way you find slope of two different points, remember, slope is rise over run. Remember, that's the slope. So the way we find slope is, what is rise, x or y? If I was to ask, it's a weird question to ask, but to you, what is slope? Is it x or y? Or what is rise, x or y? Is rise x or y? Abraham, what would you say? Is rise x or y, Abraham?
Y.
Yes, very good. It's going to be the y. So to find the slope rise, we go y2 minus y1. And the run is going to be x2 minus x1. Right? So let's call this point 1. Let's call this point 2. And this is going to be my x. This will be my y. This will be my x. This will be my y. To solve for this slope, I'm going to go like this. y2. I take point 2 and I put the y. 7 minus y1. Point 1, what's the y? Negative 6. 7 minus negative 6. I'm going to put that little minus negative so you can see that there. And x2, so for 2, x is negative 11, minus x1, which is 17. And then you just solve it. 7 minus negative 6 is 7 plus positive 6 is going to be 13. 11 minus negative 7, 11 plus negative 7, they're both negative, so you're really going to add them, right? So that'll be negative 28. So it'll be negative 13 over 28. Whoops. There you go. That's how you find the slope given 2 points. Okay, are there any questions on that? I'm going to get rid of this in 10 seconds. 5.
How'd you get
4.
17 if the y was 7? Oh, wait.
That's
Never mind.
that's the x, I believe, right?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
That's a good question. I make mistakes like that all the time, so it's good that you're looking. So that's the x, which is that right there. Are there any other questions? Okay. All right. Anita.
Yes.
How am I doing? Am I going too fast, too slow, or just right for you?
Just right.
Okay, cool. Okay, so let's do 9, 11, skip 11, and then do 13. Okay, 13 is pretty straightforward. Okay, 13 is y equals 2/3 x minus 2. Okay, so it says to find the slope of a line parallel to each given line. Well, remember, if you guys remember, parallel, write this down if you don't know it. Lines have equal slopes. Parallel lines have equal slopes. So a line that has a parallel slope to this, if this slope is 2/3, a line with a parallel slope would be 2/3. That's it. That's your answer. So for example, if that's confusing, you know what would be parallel to this? Y equals 2/3 x minus 8. These are parallel because they have the same slope. You know what else would be parallel? Y equals 2/3 x minus 50. Doesn't matter what this number is, as long as the slope is the same, the lines are parallel. Okay, now I'm moving on. Actually, I'll leave it there for a second. This is your answer, though, right here. That's your answer. It's just 2/3. Slope of a line that's parallel would just have a slope of 2/3. I'm going to get rid of this in 10 seconds, unless there's any questions. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sorry, that's a little fast. So skip 13. Oh, it's perpendicular slope. I'm going to do 15 even though we're not supposed to. 15, a line that's perpendicular to 15. A slope that's perpendicular. Remember, perpendicular slopes, hang on, let me write it down. Y equals negative 1/5 x minus 2. Okay. Okay. Perpendicular. Anyone know? Slopes. Anything know? Slopes are opposite reciprocal. They're opposite reciprocal. So, example of opposite reciprocal numbers. If I have 2/3, opposite and reciprocal. Opposite would be negative. Reciprocal would be 3/2. Those are opposite reciprocals. Okay, so slope lines, perpendicular lines are opposite reciprocals. If I had a slope of 1/2, a perpendicular slope would be negative 2/1, or which is equal to negative 2. If I had a slope of negative 5, a perpendicular slope would be positive 1/5. Okay, because negative 5 is really 5/1. Okay, so what would be a slope that's perpendicular to negative 1/5 x minus 2? What do you think? Give me a perpendicular slope. Let's go with Ayumi. What do you think would be perpendicular to this? Give me a slope.
Would it just be 5x?
Or just 5. You don't need the x. The slope is just the number. So you are correct. So the opposite would be positive. Reciprocal would be 5/1. And yes, Ayume is 100% correct. It would be 5. Okay? Are there any questions?
What's that M that you have, like M equals negative
M?
5 what?
I don't know why this is. I think it's a Greek word, but M means slope.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Good question. I should know why it's M. Mr. Parziali used to tell me what it meant, but I can't remember. I should watch a video on it. But M means slope. I don't know why. Okay. Let's go with 17. No. Yeah, 17, because we didn't skip 1, so we'll go to 17. Okay, sketch the graph of each line. Okay, so here we go. You guys remember how to sketch graphs? So you guys are going to have to do this on graph paper. This is why the graph paper is important. Y equals 4/5 x plus 2. Okay, so let's go ahead and graph this line. Okay, I'm going to do this fairly quickly. Actually, let me go like this. Hey, how many of you already know how to do that? Raise your hand if you already know how to graph that line. Just raise your hand real quick so I can know if I should do this or not. Okay. Oh, most of you already know how to do it. Okay, well, I'll do it quickly then, okay? So, y equals 4/5 x plus 2. So you guys can do it with me. Those of you already know how to do it. Okay. Okay, 4/5 x plus 2. So here we go. Here's my equation. Okay, okay. All you have to do, remember, this is the slope. This is in slope-intercept form. So remember, asking about the slope, y equals mx plus b. Remember, the m is the slope, and the b is the y-intercept. So I can see here, this is my slope, and this is my y-intercept, which means where it crosses the y-axis. So this is going to cross the y-axis at positive 2. So I'm doing it in orange. So at positive 2, where's 2 going to be? 2's 1, 2 right there. Because of that 2, that's that right there. Now my slope is rise over run. That must mean I must rise 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I should run 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From this point, right? Not from the origin. 4, 5. And then I just connect the points. And that's how you graph the line. A lot of you already knew how to do that, so I'm going to move on pretty quick. Are there any questions? Stop me if there's questions, please. I'm gonna get rid of this in 10 seconds. Okay, here we go. All right, next one. That was 17. Skip 19. Go to 21. You guys can graph that. You guys graph that. 23, 25. Okay, let's graph 25. Let's look at 25. So you guys do 21 on your own. So I'm doing 25. 3x plus 4y equals negative 12. Now, this is not in slope-intercept form. Okay? So what we have to do is find the x-intercept and the y-intercept. The x-intercept, y equals 0. The y-intercept, x equals 0. Okay, so just remember that. Remember, the x-intercept is where it crosses the x-axis. The y-intercept is where it crosses the y-axis. So if you look at this graph right here, this is the x-intercept. This is the y-intercept, right? X-intercept, y-intercept. So this one here, to solve for the x-intercept, let's draw our graph first. Like my flexible ruler. Remember when I acted like blue? Was that cringy when I pretended to be blue? That's kind of cringy. Sorry, guys, I had to go through that. Not blue, Steve, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So let's first find the x-intercept and the y-intercept, okay? The x-intercept, how do I solve for the x-intercept? Okay, you guys see that there? See that? How do I find the solve for the x-intercept? Brett, how do I solve for the x-intercept?
Sorry, I couldn't hear you. There was like weird music playing.
That was my phone.
Oh.
Sorry about that. I'm going to ask again. Brett, how do I solve for the x-intercept?
Well, can't really remember, but I think you do like 3x like equals 0 or something like that.
Look what I'm pointing at here. You're right. I think you're almost
Y equals 0.
Yes, and I think that's where you're getting at when you say, here, let's go with our equation. So I'm going to write my equation, 3x plus 4. Now, instead of y, let's make this 0 there, right? So it's going to be 3x. Now that becomes 0, so that goes away. Negative 12, right? This kind of goes, if it's 0, 4 times 0 is 0. It's nothing. Divide by 3, and my x-intercept is negative 4. So I see that. So at negative 4, that's where it's going to cross, at negative 4. That's my x-intercept. So how do I find my y? So using this form, it's best to solve for the x-intercept and the y-intercept. Now, how do I solve for the y-intercept? Let's go with Carlos. Tell me, how do I solve for the y-intercept?
You put x to 0?
Yes, very good, Carlos. So I'm going to write here 3x plus 4y equals, there's my original equation. So 3 times blank. So instead of x, I'm going to put 0. And then 3 times 0, that goes away. So it'll be 4y equals negative 12. And I divide by 4. And my y-intercept is negative 3. Can you guys see that there? So I know at negative 3, I'm going to go down here. Y-intercept, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. Then you just take your handy dandy ruler and you go voila. So that's how you would, this is called standard form. I should write that down. That's called, if it's in standard form, right here, that's, you find the x-intercept and the y-intercept. If it's in standard, you graph it by solving for the x-intercept and the y-intercept. That is standard form. We're going to get more into that in just a bit, but that's how you graph it. Are there any questions on that? So you already did a quarter of the assignments with me. You already did a quarter. See, what teacher does the homework with you, man? I'm like the nicest teacher. I can't even believe it. You guys are so lucky to have me. Is that true, Connor?
I can't type it right now, but yeah.
What's that?
I can't type it right now, but yes.
You can't type what?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, man. I was getting worried, but now that you said don't worry about it, I'm not. But is it true, Connor, that you're lucky to have me?
Of course.
Okay, very good. Okay, 25. Skip 27. Same thing. So plug in 0 for x, 0 for y. And let's do 29. Write the slope-intercept form of the equation. Okay. 29. Here we go. 29. I'm going to draw the picture. Remember, slope-intercept form. I just told you what slope-intercept form was. Use your notes and tell me what slope-intercept form is. Hang on. As I'm drawing this. You ready to tell me what slope-intercept form is? My phone keeps, that's my phone. I don't know why it's ringing. Actually, do I have my, is someone trying to call me? Making sure I'm not getting any emergency messages here. And I'm checking to see if my phone's ringing. Just make sure. Okay. All right, here we go. Okay. So I'm drawing the picture. What is a slope-intercept form though? Tell me what it is as I'm drawing it. Let's see. Let's go with Dennis. Dennis, can you tell me what slope-intercept form is as I'm drawing this graph here?
Wait, was that what you were just talking about on the last problem we did?
That was standard form.
Oh, hold on. So, rise over run?
That's the slope. I think I told you, man. I probably did. I'm going fast. You might have missed it. I see you looking at your notes.
Yeah, no, I'm confused. I forgot.
Okay, no worries. I'll ask someone else, Dennis. Stay with me, though. Let's see. Ethan. What is slope-intercept form?
I don't really know.
It's this, homies. Slope. That's terrible. Intercept. I think I told this to you. Dennis, did I tell this to you? Y equals mx plus b. That's slope-intercept form. Did I tell you that or no, Dennis?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool. That's slope-intercept form. So we want to write this line in slope-intercept form. Okay? Now, the problem with this is not your standard line. It doesn't look, it's not going to look like that, but this is what it is. So, and I'll show you how it is in slope-intercept form, but this would be an easier line to do in slope-intercept form if it looks like this, or if it looks like that, because you have the intercept, and then you count the rise over the run to get the slope. But what if it looks like this? And here's how I do it. I pick 4 points or three points. Let's pick that point, that point, that point, and that. This is how I can write. This is how I know how to write the equation for this line. You don't have to do this. No other teacher does this. This is how I do it. This point is -3, 1. This point is -1, 1. This point is 1, 1. And this point is 3, 1. Guys, see that? What do you notice about all of those points? Let's see. Who should I ask? I'll go back to it if you need it. Julissa, what do you notice about all those points? Julissa, are you there?
Yeah.
Julissa. Oh, there you are. Did you hear my question, or do I need to say it again?
No, it keeps cutting off.
Okay, do you need to hear my question again?
I didn't hear your question.
Okay, what do these points have in common? This point, this point, this point, and that point.
They all have the y as 1.
Yes, very good. Julissa is 100% correct. So if they're all y's 1, the equation for this line is y is equal to 1. And that's all you got to do. Now that is slope-intercept form. It means there's no slope. Technically, if you want a slope-intercept form to look like this, y equals 0x plus 1. But we don't need the 0 there. So this is the form that you want it to be in. Y equals 1. Okay, can I move on? How are we doing? Are we doing okay? Linda. Linda,
Yes?
how are you doing? Is this boring?
No.
But are you serious? Is it interesting?
Yeah.
No way. You're just saying that to make me feel good about myself. I appreciate it. Thank you for saying that, Linda. Okay. You're asked to put this in slope-intercept form. I'm doing what number am I doing? Number 33? X minus 2y. No, yeah. Remember, slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. Right? That's slope-intercept form. That means I need to get the y by itself. Right? So, I just need to get this y by itself. So I get rid of the x and the 2. So all I do, what do I need to do? I take away x. Get rid of that x. You got to take away x on that side. So it's -2y equals -x plus 7. Then I divide by -2. Get rid of that. I say y equals 1/2 x plus 7 over -2. I kind of skipped a couple steps there. Was that confusing to anyone? Final answer? Let me know if I could do that extra step if you're confused on how I got the 1/2. But that's slope-intercept form. Just get the y by itself. This is standard form. It's a slope-intercept form. You get the y by itself. That's 33. Moving on. I'm going to get rid of this in 10 seconds. Okay, here we go. Let's do 33, skip 35. So again, get the y by itself. But 37, same thing. 39 and 41. We're on 41. You guys can do 37 on your own. 41, write slope-intercept form of the equation. Okay, so all you have to do for 41, write in slope-intercept form. Here we go. I'm going to do this so fast. Don't blink. I'm going to give you a second to write it down. Write down 41. The slope is -5/4. You don't have to write this down. You don't have to write this down. Just get ready to write the answer. The y-intercept is 5. Remember, slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. Okay, so I have the slope, I have the y-intercept. To write in slope-intercept form, here it goes. Don't blink. Y equals -5/4x plus 5. Just plug in slope for the slope and the y-intercept for the y-intercept, and that's all you got to do for 41. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this in 10 seconds unless there's any questions. Stop me if I'm going too fast. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, 41. Okay, so now writing this in standard form, 45. Okay, so now remember, we're given the slope. I'm going to write m for slope. And the y-intercept. Okay, so now we want to write this in standard form. Okay, so remember, this is standard form. I'm going to write it out for you. Remember, standard form is like a number x plus a number y equals a number. So it looks something like this. I can say like 3x minus 7y equals 21. That would be standard form. This can be plus or minus, it doesn't matter. This number, the thing is, in standard form, these always have to be whole numbers. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to go to slope-intercept form and then put it in standard form. Notice the standard form, the x and the y are on the left, and there's a number by itself on the right. And the numbers in front of the coefficients are whole numbers. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's put it in slope-intercept form. Y equals -9/2x plus 4. Okay, now to put it in standard form, I just have to bring the x over there. Bring this x over here. So I'm going to get rid of this x by adding 9/2x. Then I'll add 9/2x over here. So in standard form, I'm going to write 9/2x plus y, 9/2x plus y equals, this 9/2 goes away, 4. Now remember, I said this cannot be a fraction. So I have to get rid of the 2. So what do? I multiply everything by +2. If I have a denominator of 2, I multiply everything by 2. Watch what happens. This is going to cancel out. So that means the 2 and 2 cancel out. So this stays 9x. 2 times y is 2y. Then 2 times 4 is 8. And so that is standard form. Are there any questions on that? We're over halfway done. Actually, about halfway done. I'm going to get rid of this in 10 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Mara, am I going too fast? Mara, are you there? Mara!
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh man, I got worried about you. What happened?
I don't know. I think my camera might have froze.
It did? How come you? Oh, okay. Well, am I going too fast?
No, you're doing good.
All right, cool. Do you have any questions?
No, no questions.
All right, perfect. Okay, we're doing 49 next. So what they're asking us in 49 is write the slope-intercept form of the equation of the line going through the given point with the given slope. Okay, so we're given a point and a slope, and they want us to put in slope-intercept form. Thing is, we don't have the y-intercept. But what we do is we use point slope form. Okay, so here we go. We need point slope form. So write this because we have a point. Here's my point. Here's my slope. So we use another form called point slope form. Point slope form. Okay, write this down. You can put it next to your slope intercept form too. So we're going to go from point slope form to slope intercept form. Okay, so point slope form is this. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. That is point slope form. And then we change that to slope intercept form, where the points are x and y. That's my point, and here's my slope. Here's my point, here's my slope. So here we go. Ready? Watch this. Y minus, I plug in my y from here, which is 1, equals m, which is my slope. I put 1 for m, times x minus my point x is -1. So I put here -1. Now I want to put in slope-intercept form where I get y by itself, right? Slope-intercept form is y by itself. Slope-intercept form, right? Here's slope-intercept form right here. I want to get to this. Slope. All these names are confusing, but they are what they say they are. Slope-intercept form has the slope and the y-intercept. Point slope form has a point, x1, y1, and a slope. Okay? And then this is just standard form. I don't know how to remember that. But okay, so get in a slope-intercept form. I got to get it by itself, the y by itself. So let's clean this up. So it'll be y minus 1 equals, multiply this, get rid of the parentheses first. 1 times x is x. Let's make this a positive. 1 times 1 is +1. Now to get y by itself, I'm going to get rid of this -1. And I add 1. Y equals x plus 2. And there you go. Slope-intercept form. Did it. So you took the point and the slope, plug it in point slope form, and just get y by itself. I'll leave it there for 10 seconds. Are there any questions?
Yeah. Isn't it supposed to be a negative instead of a double negative?
Let's see. This one right here?
Yeah.
Well, it's supposed to be x. It's supposed to be x minus, and my x is -1, minus and then -1. It's a minus, and I plug a -1 in there.
-1. But you're supposed to plug in a y, and the y is a +1.
The y is supposed to be right here.
Oh, that's an X. Oh, okay. I got confused.
That's okay. It's probably my handwriting. But it's great. You're asking questions. Okay. Any other questions? Okay, I'm going to get rid of this in 10 seconds then, unless anyone says anything. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I think that's all I need to go through for these. Like, this is the same thing. Point slope form, do 53. Oh, shoot. No. Okay. Now, this one here, you do the same thing, except point slope form, you're given 2 points, but no slope. But you guys know how to find the slope. Remember, slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And you just plug it in and solve it there. Okay. And then you put in point slope form, then slope intercept form. I'll let you guys do this on your own. I'll let you guys go. If anyone needs help with 55, you can see me after class. Everything else is pretty much the same, though. Same thing here. Your slope is going to be 2/5 because it's going to be parallel to this. So point slope form, and then you do 2/5. And same thing with this one, perpendicular. So if it's perpendicular, the slope's going to be 9/2. And you just plug it in point slope form. And then just go ahead and solve equations. If you guys, because I've been here for, I try to finish before an hour, so we're about at an hour. So I'll let you guys do the rest on your own. If anyone has any questions, you may stay after class. Otherwise, because I know it's been a long day, all you have to do is check your understanding, no tests, just do that assignment. We did like half of it already together. So just finish the rest of the half on your own. If there's no questions, you can write in the comments goodbye, and I will see you tomorrow. I love you too, Connor. See you later. Bye, Samantha. You have a good day too. Bye, Miley. Bye, Lonzo. Bye, Carlos. Bye, Linda. Bye, Maya. Bye, Brianna. Bye, Angel. Bye, Abraham. Bye, Billy. Bye, Ethan. Bye, Brett. Bye, Ian. Bye, Anita. Bye, Billy. Bye, Mara. All right.
Wednesday.
Yeah, what's up? Sammy?
I missed 33.
Let me see if I can find my crazy. Ah, there it is. I'm gonna show you what I did.
Yeah.
And then see if my notes help you. Okay. So 33 wants us to put this in point slope form or slope intercept form where the y is by itself. So you just get the y. What's that?
I can't see what you're doing.
Oh, shoot. Sorry.
It's all right.
I forget. Okay. Can you see it now, Samuel?
Yeah.
Okay. So x minus 2y equals 7. And wants it in slope intercept form, which means I need to get the y by itself. So you just start getting rid of stuff. You get rid of the x first by subtracting x on both sides. Okay? And then this negative 2y equals negative x plus 7. Then I get rid of the negative 2 by dividing by negative 2 on both sides. So negative 1x over negative 2 is 1/2, right? 1/2, 7/2.
Okay.
Does that make sense? I can do it slower if you'd like.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand it.
Okay. All right. No problem. Does anyone else have a quick question? Angel or Aaron? You guys have quick questions or?
Yeah, but I can wait for you to explain that one.
Okay. Aaron?
I'm here for attendance.
What's that? Oh, attendance. I got you. I know you could see that. You're good.
Okay, good.
All right, cool. Okay, Samuel, can you see my paper now?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I want to do is, okay, so this is, I'm going to label it. This is standard form. Okay, because the X and the Y are on this side of the equal sign. They want it in slope. Do you remember what slope-intercept form is, Samuel?
Yeah. Y equals mx plus b plus y.
Yeah, perfect. So you want it Y equals mx plus b. So I basically want to get the Y by itself. I want to get this by itself, right? On the side of the equal sign. That's all I want to do. So what I do is I have a -2 and an X. Which should I get rid of first?
What did you say?
I want to get Y by itself, right?
Oh yeah, you need to get rid of the X then.
So I'm going to take away X.
Okay.
Are you with me?
Yeah.
So -2Y equals -X plus 7.
Uh-huh.
Okay, what do I do next?
Subtract 7.
I want to get the Y by itself.
Oh yeah, divide by -2.
Yes, so I'm going to divide this by, so I divide everything by -2 over here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's good because it gets the Y by itself. But let's clean it up.
All right.
So we say Y equals, now look at -X over -2. What right is this? -X over -2. Right?
Uh-huh.
Plus 7 over -2.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Now, this is -1x. Does that make sense? I put a 1 there.
Mm-hmm.
And do you know negative divided by negative becomes positive?
Yeah.
Okay, so Y equals positive 1 over 2x is 1/2 x. See how this becomes this?
Yes.
Minus 7 over 2.
All right. Thanks, Sensei.
You're welcome.
See ya.
All right, see ya. Okay, Angel, what's up, man?
Yeah. I didn't get to see the complete question 25.
Okay. 25. Where are you? 25. Okay. I will show you my notes, and if not, I could do it all over again if you like. Did you miss it, or did I go too fast?
It was that last part, because I understood up to the part where you got X -4 and Y -3, but I
Yeah.
don't know how you got the line.
How I got the... Oh, okay. Then that's the... You got the hard part. That's the easy part. This is the Y-intercept. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Do you know what the Y-intercept is?
Yeah, the plot on the... What is it?
Where it crosses the
vertical line?
Y-axis.
Yeah.
This is my Y-axis, is my X-axis. So where's -3 on this Y-axis? -1, -2, -3. Do you see how they match up?
Oh, okay. And
the X-intercept is where it's going to cross on the X-axis. -4, and my X-axis is here, right? So -4 would be right there.
Yeah.
And then you just connect them. There's your line.
Okay. Yeah, I just didn't get to see the line. And is it the same thing if you changed it to slope-intercept? Would it be the same line? Or...
Yeah, it should be like if I change this mathematically, would I get would it go through this -3 here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it will. You want me to do it? I'll do it real quick.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. So here, watch, I'm gonna do it on a separate sheet of paper here. So I want to put this in slope-intercept form. You can help me here.
Okay. Let me see. 3x.
Okay, so what do I need? What's the first thing I need to do to get it in slope-intercept form here?
Move the 3x to the other side.
So yeah, let's subtract 3x, get it the y by itself. 4y equals -3x minus 12. And now what do I need to do?
Divide by 4.
Divide by 4. Y equals, so it's going to be -3/4 x, right? -3/4 x. -12 divided by 4 is -3. Okay, now let's see if they match up, right? That's what we want to see.
Yeah.
So I got my y-intercept of -3, and here it's -3. See that?
Yeah.
And then my slope will be -3. It should be down 3. 1, 2, 3 over 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it works. So maybe you're asking, can you put this in slope-intercept form and graph it instead? Absolutely, you can do that. You can do that if that's what you're asking.
Either of the ways, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. Okay. Thank you, Sensei.
You're welcome. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
All right. All right, see you, Angel. Take care, man.
You too. Bye.
All right, see ya.